Hello YouTube, this is Untitled here with first my breakdown videos of Mob of the Dead, explain everything you need to know about the map to play it and get to relatively high rounds, explain the new gameplay features. To those of you who are saying that this might be uploaded a bit late and everyone else has already got it up, I can respond in two ways to this. One, I wanted to make sure that I was giving the full explanation so there's no confusion or room for error, so it is a good guide rather than a rushed one. And two, I was spending all of last night playing the Mob of the Dead because it's a brilliant map, so I didn't have any time for video making, but now I do. So, step one in the first episode of this, which is to build the plane and escape Alcatraz. Now, step one is to acquire the Warden's key. This key will only ever spawn in two locations on the map, both in the cell block area. You can tell which spawn it is because the hook will be crackling with electricity and be holding the golden key. First location is just to the left of the Warden's office, and the second is sort of on the opposite side of the cell block to that in the corner. So to access this, basically you have to go into purgatory mode and access the generator powering it by jumping up into a section using one of the purgatory holes. Zap the generator, that cancels out the electricity and lowers the key so you can pick it up. And that's pretty much it. It's quite a simple first step, but it's necessary for every single step following this. Okay, so you need the Warden's key for pretty much every other step. I think actually every other step will need the Warden's key to access the parts, but you can access the parts in whatever order. This is just the order I prefer to do it. So you could say step 2 is in the spiral staircase room that goes from the cell block down into the caves around the map. You can find the entrance between Double Tap and the Hell's Retriever spawn. So the first thing to do is to go down to the bottom of the map, open the cage that holds sort of 3 boxes, and also open the 1000 point door. Then you return to the top of the map and shock yourself into purgatory mode. Then as you're a ghost, you go down the stairs in purgatory. You will see 3 numbers on the sort of corrugated iron slabs. Put these in that order into the cage by zapping it, so zap it to increase it by 1. And once you've set it in, there will be a noise, and I think it's sort of like, not really sure how to describe it, but the fan will start turning and you'll hear a clock starting to tick down. So once you activate the 3 numbers, you have 1 minute to do the rest of the step. So return to yourself quickly and revive yourself. Then go down through the door and then turn to the left. Inside the cage there'll be the glowing green part. So you open that section with the Warden's key and access it. So the next step is relatively simple on solo, but it's a bit more complicated on multiplayer. So to the area just left of the Tommy gun spawn, there's a gate that you have to open with the Warden's key. Then you kill yourself, zap the box open to the right, that opens up the piece, revive yourself, pick up the part, and that's pretty much it on solo. However, on multiplayer it's a bit more complex because whenever you zap the cage to like open the door to that part, it also closes the initial door, and then you use the electricity to alternate between the two. So there's a bit of cooperation needed to get this part on co-op. Also, this area is a complete death trap even if the door doesn't seal in behind you. I wouldn't advise doing this when there are any significant levels of zombies left in the round because they can completely corner you. They can pretty much spawn in anywhere they want in that area, and there's only one escape which they can quickly block. So watch out with this step, it's very easy to down yourself. So the next step is quite a complicated one. So you go into the generator room. You can gain entrance to this either from straight forward when you exit the catacombs or just right of the docks demon spawn. So what you do is you hit the switch to enter purgatory, and then there will be 3 glowing generators similar to the ones powering the Warden's key holders. 2 are in the room itself and 1 is in a side area that you can only access via purgatory, so you have to use your powers to zap them and that'll blow up the generator. Once you've done this, return to the Warden's office and you will see a cell that previously had an electrified door. It's no longer electrified, so you can use the Warden's key to open that cage and get into it. For those who don't know how to enter the Warden's office, basically what you have to do is go into purgatory mode, jump up into that place where one of the Warden's keys generator spawns in. Instead of going left, go right until you see a sort of gap to the left, jump down that and you'll see a power box. You hit that with purgatory mode to open the door. So step 5, in the double tap Hell's Retrievers area, instead of going down into the catacombs, go straight across and there'll be a 2,000 point door to buy. This gets you into the laundry room. You then open the gate to the laundry machine with the key, then go to the opposite side of the room, hit the switch to enter purgatory and run across the room again, powering the box with your, I don't know, cosmic powers, what's it called? Ghostly powers, let's just stick with that. Okay, then you go back, revive yourself, run across the room again, there's a lot back and forth in this step, and activate the laundry machine. Now this is effectively a trap for you, because what it does is it spawns flame barriers across all the doors to the laundry room so you can't escape. It also sprays a lot of fog everywhere to reduce visibility and spawns in a bunch of zombies. So even if you only have one zombie left, it'll spawn in a bunch more. So basically you have to survive in this room until the visibility improves, at which point you can return to the machine and collect the part. Next step is to go to the infirmary at the end of the map where Deadshot Daiquiri spawns. Then you just have to simply open the case and collect the part. Pretty simple, this one. So once you've collected all the parts, kill yourself with the box closest to Deadshot Daiquiri. Then you head down the right corridor from that perspective, jump through the portal, and then head up to the roof by jumping up. You then head to the door in front of you, keeping the runway of the plane to your right. It can be difficult to see when you're in purgatory mode, but just keep the runway to your right and keep moving forward. Then you zap the box which opens the door, head down the staircase and revive yourself. Once you've done that, you can just simply head up to the stairs, add the parts to the plane, hop aboard and off you go. Just one more word of warning for this, another difference between solo and multiplayer. In solo, you can hold as many parts as you want at the same time. In multiplayer, only one person can hold a part at the same time, similar to in previous zombies maps. So coordination will be necessary if you're doing this with any more than one person. But apart from that, that is the guide to how to escape Alcatraz on the zombies map Mob of the Dead. I hope you've found this video very informative. Thank you very, very much for watching. Goodbye.